really nice to be here tonight, to see so many people. So I think everybody in this room should give yourself a very warm congratulations for being here tonight. So come on. It's not every day where you see a company launching a new cryptocurrency. So that's why you're very fortunate to be in this room tonight. And the whole reason why we're here is because the owner, Dr. Ruja Ignatova, has taken her valuable time to, of course, come and speak to us live tonight and also introduce herself and the vision that we are building with her. So thank you very much for being here. My name is Sebastian Greenwood. I'm 38 years old. Might look older, but I'm actually feeling a lot younger by every day that we're kind of moving into, especially now with this cryptocurrency opportunity. I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep. Today we had a training this morning with a few people of the leaders. I think we're around 35, 40 people. We had some good fun. I showed you why you should be into this opportunity. And I understand that everybody who's new in this business, they are having a lot of questions. And it's very normal to have questions. Is this a real opportunity? Is this a real company? Is this a real cryptocurrency? All these questions are bubbling up in our mind when we're new and fresh into an opportunity like this. And it's very important for us to ventilate these things, get them out, become clear and become focused on what we're doing. Now, this company and myself, I'm the first person who started this chaos. So I am very much involved in trainings. I like education and I like trainings. I want everybody to know exactly what we are doing. It's very important. That's why we had this session this morning. I also know tonight there's a lot of people in this room that does not speak perfect English or understand perfect English. My Mandarin is very limited. I can say ni hao. I can say xie xie. That's all. Tonight is going to be a very exciting night. The reason is we have the owner here. So let's use this time to really focus on what is OneCoin all about. OneCoin is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Just like the Bitcoin was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Now we are very, very lucky people to be so early into this company. You will understand later why. You will realize why. You might call me in 2 years and say thank you. And this is the reason. The reason is because we are the only people who can actually bring this currency alive. Today there is no OneCoin currency. There is no OneCoin cryptocurrency. We together, coming into this company, have the license to mine the OneCoin. Just like the people who actually created the Bitcoin and started mining the Bitcoin, they had the opportunity and the license to generate the coin, to put the Bitcoin onto the internet space. We have that same opportunity. That is why we are lucky. We are very fortunate to be here tonight. So think about that during this presentation. Now, what I'll do, I'm going to go through now a little bit about Dr. Ruja, because she's a very special person. It's not every day you meet a person like this, especially not in this industry. I can tell you that. I've been working in this industry since 2003, and I've seen a lot of things. I've seen a lot of good things and some bad things as well. So we know where we're coming from. We know what kind of challenges network marketing and MLM might have. But this opportunity called OneCoin really is not a network marketing company. It's not. It is only using the power of people to generate the coin. That's all. It's using the power of the people to generate the coin. That's the only difference between OneCoin and a normal MLM or network marketing company. We need as many people as possible. This is a people's coin. This is not for the people who have, let's say, millions of dollars to invest. Not only for these people. This is for everybody. This is a chance for everybody to enter the industry of cryptocurrency. Is there anybody in this room today that actually has a Bitcoin or a Litecoin or a Nova coin in their wallet? Well, the owner, of course, she has a few. She's been studying the market for a long time. But even myself, I do not own any Bitcoins or Nova coins or whatever these coins are named. Why? Because it's too difficult for me as a basic person to get into this business, to get into this cryptocurrency business. I would need a lot of money to get into Bitcoin. But with OneCoin, that's why we call it the people's coin. We call it one world, one coin, because we're building one world around, and we're building one coin. So together with that concept, everybody who has the opportunity to listen about OneCoin can come in and participate. Not difficult. So anyways, I'm going to introduce now Dr. Ruja Ignatova. I'll talk a little bit about her background because it's a very, very, very special background. Now, she has extensive academic background. She comes from a PhD in law from Oxford, the UK, Oxford University. Now the thing is, when you're a lawyer and you have this kind of, how to say, training from an institution called Oxford, would you start an MLM company? Normally? No, you would not. You don't need to. Because you have so many opportunities because of your background. At the same time as she was doing the PhD in law from Oxford, she also did a master's in economy and finance from another university. Parallel. She was done in 4 years, 2 educations. Not bad. I think it would have taken me 20 years. Now, if we think about it, having an owner and a founder and a visionary lady like this to drive a company, or let's say a coin, because this is what it is, it's a coin. She is driving this coin to the next success in cryptocurrency industry. So give her a hand. With all this this training that she's had from the best institutes in the world, like from Oxford, etc., of course she's been working in the traditional world. It's the first time she gets the chance to touch this industry that I've been working in since 2003. She is actually the first time in this kind of industry, which makes it very special for her as well, to meet so many people, to talk, to actually explain who she is, that she's a real person, she's driving a real company. We need to believe. So many questions are arising. It's also a bit of a shock for her. Just as much as it might be a shock for you about cryptocurrency, it's also a shock for her. So this company, together, we are now bonding. We are now building a foundation of miners. All of you in this room are mining the OneCoin, whether you like it or not. You are mining the OneCoin. Why? Because you will make money from that. And that is the only reason why we every day wake up and call people. We give everybody that we can the opportunity to participate in this cryptocurrency business. And it's very different from all the other cryptocurrencies, so-called cryptocurrencies out there. There's so many companies building MLM fronts, trying to get people to really give them their money and come into cryptocurrency when it's fake. There's so many fake currencies out there. So you have to be careful. You have to think, who is really going to make it? And I know, after my extensive due diligence with this lady and this concept, this coin will make it. It will really make it. That's why I can't sleep. Because I know what it can do. I saw the Bitcoin. I did not get the opportunity to participate in the Bitcoin in 2009 when it was trading at 10 US cents. That's when I actually wanted to take my money and invest, but nobody gave me that opportunity. So today I have the opportunity, just like you. We have the same opportunity to come in at a very early stage of this business. To come in when we can actually bring this currency out onto the public market, trading at 50 euro cents. After that, sky's the limit. That's how it is. Anyways, what I'd like to do now is to invite Dr. Ruja Ignatova. Give her a hand. She's the owner and founder and the visionary of OneCoin. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Sebastian, for your kind words. So, first of all, thank you for the invitation. For me, being here is a great pleasure, a great honor. To be very, very honest, 1 year ago, Sebastian is right. I had no idea what network marketing is. I had also no idea where Kuching is actually on the world map. But I am extremely happy to be here, and I am so proud what you all have achieved in such short time. Actually, Harry, I think you were wrong when you did the numbers on percentages and so on, because I would like to do another calculation. How many members do you have in Kuching? So he has 500 members, and you have a population of 500,000 people, right?
700.
How many people here?
700.
So I think you made 1% of the population being part of OneCoin, so congratulations. And I think this no one has done anywhere in the network, so this is something to be very proud of. So, first of all, I think Sebastian said some words about me. I think he's very right. I'm not coming from network marketing. I had not heard a lot about this industry. It was not my core business. Normally I was sitting somewhere in a shiny office in London, in Frankfurt, or in Moscow also a long time, and I was working on finance. So you can imagine my working space is an office with 3 screens, a lot of lights going up and down, stock exchange and so on. So I'm also very, very interested in education. I did a lot myself, a lot of courses, a lot of trainings, and I have also written 2 books. One is on European law, which is probably not that exciting for all of you here, but one is on my really biggest passion, which is education, and it's called Learning for Profit, and it was translated in 4 languages, in Chinese, English, German, and Bulgarian. And this is a book that I'm very proud of, because it's supposed to bring education to people who really need it. People who do not understand a lot of financial products. And I have experienced, my parents for example, they're simple people. And they're always afraid to ask me, Ruja, what is this about? What is this product? How do I do this? So it is, I think, something very valuable to put information together and put it in a simplified way, and just give it to people to read and to get to know more about finance and about cryptocurrency. Because what's the purpose of owning OneCoin, of mining OneCoin, if you do not understand what you can do with it? Then better don't go for it, don't own it, don't do anything, but just understand what it is and make it work and happen. So, I think to be fair, I have to say it is not only me in this company. OneCoin has currently an office in operations in my home country, Bulgaria, with 35 people. I think Harry showed some pictures. Some of the leaders from Europe already visited us. So it's me, we have an extensive IT team, people who are there for you, for the back office. We have a support team and accounting and a lot of other people. So Harry, you have a standing invitation to visit us all the time, whenever you can, just come. But we are a big company with 35 people, and we are very, very much committed to the success of this company. So, of course, this is all about cryptocurrency, because I believe that cryptocurrency is the money of the future, and I see cryptocurrency as something like virtual gold. But it all starts with the One Academy. When we started creating the concept and creating the coin, we said, of course, the easy way would be just to put the coin on the market. But this did not make me happy. Why? Because I would like every one of you who is part of the company and who participates in this to understand what cryptocurrency is and to understand how to use it and how to trade it. You all do not only want to own cryptocurrency, you want to learn for profit, to make money with it. So this is why with every package we have education inside with skills about trading, about the exchange, about the tokens, about the currency, so that you can understand and you can actually use this currency. So what you learn in the One Academy are 4 things. First of all, what is this? What will I do? What will I mine? What is cryptocurrency? What is behind and why does it have value? Is it air? Is it what? Why is this money? Why it is like currency? The second thing is how to buy and sell the tokens and the cryptocurrency. You know what they say in my world, in finance, when I ask how to make money? And they say, oh, it's very simple. You go to the stock exchange, you buy low and you sell high. Sounds very logical, but it is not that easy, as everybody knows who has been on the stock exchange or who has speculated with foreign exchange. I go and buy Singapore dollars cheap, sell them high. Doesn't work always like this. So there are rules and there's information that I need actually to be a successful trader. The third one is also very interesting. How do I predict the price of the coin? How do I know what one coin is worth in 1 year or in 2 years? It is important for me because I have to decide. If I think the coin will be worth more in 2 years, I keep it. If not, I better sell today, right? So this is something that I think is very, very important. And number 4 is something that I'm also very interested in, also about other assets, gold, on other products. So information that is useful for you in your everyday life. Why I got so interested in Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and so on. Now, to be honest, I might be very smart at some things, but not always. I saw Bitcoin 2010 while I was working at one of the biggest banks in the world. So me and colleagues were watching this currency, we were having lunch, and we were discussing gossip first, who did what in the office, what happened, newspaper. And then I say, oh, I saw this cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. What the bullshit, honestly, what is this? This will never happen, it will never work, it will be over. And my friend looks at me and says, yes. Well, I was wrong, he was wrong, we all were wrong, because if I had $30 then, and I think everybody here has $30 to spend, I might have been as lucky as this guy who was in all newspapers. This guy spent $27 on Bitcoins, forgot about the Bitcoins, remembered 4 years later, and somehow he had $890,000. And he bought himself a very beautiful flat in the middle of Europe and was just happy. But no, I did not buy cryptocurrency for $27, and I had $27. Yeah. Instead, I bought shoes or something very, very important, and I missed out a very good opportunity. But I still continued watching this coin. And with every year and year, I was feeling worse that I did not invest. So when I started researching Bitcoin, I wondered, what is this? To me, it sounds very strange that something virtual is money. How can this be? What stands behind? And then I started just checking this out. You know, cryptocurrency means that this is something that is backed up by a mathematic code. So behind is a special code which generates the cryptocurrency. Now, our coin is developed, the code is developed in India by a specialist team of 5 people who are working quite long on this, and it's really, really complicated. So it's a lot of code behind, and this is the backup of it. Now, cryptocurrency is called currency and virtual money, but it is not controlled by any government. So it is independent from governments, from countries, from local interests, and this is why it is something so exciting. Our slogan is one world, one coin. It means that this coin can be used by anyone. It can be used in Malaysia, in Singapore, in Europe, and in China. It does not matter where you are, you can use the same coin everywhere. Now, the value of cryptocurrency is dependent always on demand and supply. So if somebody wants to buy cryptocurrency, it has a value. If somebody wants to sell cryptocurrency, it has a value. So cryptocurrency is something that, as the main value driver, is dependent on demand and supply. Demand means a lot of people know the coin and want to have it. So there must be a reason why somebody wants to have this coin. And this we will talk about what the reasons are. Bitcoin was the first coin that was created. Now, a lot of respect to these people who had this idea. It was a huge innovation, very, very interesting and very powerful. And what happened is, you can see here, 2009, one Bitcoin was traded for 10 cents. This is US dollar. And 2014, the highest high was over $1,100. Now this is incredible. This is like a number I have not seen on any financial product, which is a serious product and not a scam. This is something that is actually impossible and not happening. Last year, it was the most successful financial investment, growing 75 times in value. Now in my world, let me be very frank, if somebody comes to me in high finance and tell me, you'll make 5 times your money in 1 year, you know what we do? We tell him, thank you very much, this is the door, go. Because we perceive always high returns with high risks. High returns are either possible with high risks or with a lot of innovation. So there must be, you must always ask yourself, if somebody promises me high return, how? How will this happen? Everybody can come and say, oh, I will give you something, but there must be something behind. Some rational explanation. So how did this happen? Why was Bitcoin so popular? Well, first of all, when the price was very, very low, nobody knew Bitcoin. It was me and some friends, some people either in high finance or some very, very smart IT people who knew about this coin. So it was very cheap. Not many people were inside. And then it went up, 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 and up. And then 2013 and 14, almost everybody knew Bitcoin. Now, I was very shocked when my mother told me that she knows Bitcoin without me telling her. And she's somebody who does not care about technology. She just watches TV. And she said, oh, I saw this thing on TV. It's called Bitcoin. I said, okay. So it means that Bitcoin is actually, everybody knows about this. So I thought, if my mother heard about this, how many people use Bitcoin? So we did an analysis. And in the whole world, where we have billions of people, only 250,000 people have more than one coin. 250,000 people, this is only half of Kuching. It is not a lot. It is really a very limited circle of people. However, this limited circle of people has generated a market which is valued more of 7 billion US dollars. So 250,000 people hold a value of over 7 billion euro. Now, this is a very impressive number. So this is a interesting story, and I hope this will not happen to anyone here of you. The first offline transaction in the real world was recorded about 10,000 bitcoins. So there was some very unlucky person in the world who decided that he's hungry and he and his girlfriend want to have pizza tonight. So they made a deal with the pizza house and said, we will give you 10,000 bitcoins for 2 pizzas. Now, I don't know how much pizza here in Kuching is, but let's say this guy was in New York, it was very expensive, so he spent $50 on 2 pizzas. Today, he would have $7 million for these bitcoins. So, I think whoever this person is, he's hiding somewhere, crying, and does not want to be recognized by the public. I also guess he never ever ate pizza again. But, please, I have only one thing that I would ask you. Let me not be showing you here in a picture in 2 years and say, this is the person who bought shoes for 21 coins, and now he would be actually a millionaire. She would have a house for her shoes. So I would say this is a very, very interesting story, and it's a true story, which is the saddest thing. So what is OneCoin? Why OneCoin? Why shouldn't we all go and mine bitcoins and be part of the cryptocurrency? Now, when I was thinking about Bitcoin, I was really interested, and I was checking what are they doing, why are they developing so well, and so on. And I started seeing a lot of good things. Bitcoin has many, many good things. It's innovation, and it's good, and so on. But there are also some things about Bitcoin that worry me and that are not so good. One part of this is, for example, it is not really a very safe technology. So what can happen to any of you if you own Bitcoins? If your server of your computer breaks down, you can lose all your coins if it's not properly backed up. If you cannot recover the data, all the coins are gone, and you cannot find them anymore. It is like having paper money, your house burns down, the money is gone. Nobody will give it back to you. Very, very important. The second thing about Bitcoin, which is very worrying in today's economy, is it's a decentralized and very anonymous currency. It means that in the old days, everybody could open an account in Bitcoins without saying who he is. It doesn't sound scary to all of us. Okay, then the government doesn't know who I am, I don't pay taxes, not bad, okay. But the problem was that a lot of people, and people abuse things whenever they can, use Bitcoin to buy weapons, to buy drugs on the internet, and they were really, really doing bad things with this coin. And you understand that there are governments who do not let you do bad things. You know, at one point of time they come in and they say, stop, enough. So the biggest coin holder in the world currently, do you have an idea who this might be? Who has most coins in the world? It's the FBI. It sounds funny, but it's not, because they actually closed down one of these exchanges that was buying drugs and other things on the internet. It was illegal. And they captured a lot of the coins that these guys made. So this is a big disadvantage from Bitcoin and makes it very, very bad. You're also exposed to hackers. If somebody hacks your account, they can steal your coins, and again, nobody will recover them. It's the same with having paper money. If somebody comes and steals your wallet, it's gone. Unless the police finds it, and in my country, at least, police is not very eager to find stolen goods. Now, so when I was discussing again with some of my colleagues, and I said, Bitcoin is amazing, but this and this is wrong, this and this is wrong, and I think it can be done better. And then they said to me, yes, so why don't you do it better? And I always like a challenge, so I said, yes, why don't we do it better? So I started thinking about the coin, and I came out with a concept. I came out with a technical solution, with the code, what we want, how we want this coin, and where I see the coin. And I said, I will never ever go for a coin or for a concept which does not make it in the top 3 of the world. Because otherwise I'm one of many, and then I better do another project. What's the point to be number 25 in the world and nobody knows you? What's the point? So I said the target is top 3, and this is what I want. However, I had one minor problem. So having the code and having the concept, I was thinking about what does make the value actually of the coin. Why is this coin valuable? Why would somebody in 5 years pay Harry 50 euro for a coin? There has to be some value inside. And the value inside comes in all these cryptocurrencies, first of all through the code, of course. The value comes through this, that there is no inflation. No inflation means one coin today should not be valued less in 1 year. I don't know about the ringgit, but just look at the US dollar. $1 today is, I can buy something with it. In 10 years, I cannot buy the same. I have to pay probably $1.50. Everything gets more and more expensive, right? However, cryptocurrency has one very special thing. In the beginning, when you create a cryptocurrency, you have to make a commitment. It's like getting married, but worse, because you cannot go back. So, no divorce. So you go back and you say, this is the amount of currency that I will create. Not more, not less, this is it. It's a code, it's a mathematical equation. You cannot change it, you cannot discuss with mathematics, it's how it is. So we make a commitment in the beginning, and for one coin it is 2.1 billion coins. And once we switch on the mining, this is it. I cannot print more money. Even if I think, oh, this network is growing so fast, let's make 5 billion out of it, impossible. It's gone, this is it. So we cannot do it. So this is something very, very special that gives cryptocurrency value. It is almost like gold, you know, we have a limited resource of gold in the world, and this is it. We mine it, it's gone, it's over. The only thing we can do is to be responsible then with gold to recycle it, but we cannot create new gold. And this is the same with cryptocurrency. And then the last and the biggest driver, and why I'm standing here actually, is you need to have people who use this coin. If nobody knows about the coin, this coin is worthless. I can call it Ruja coin and it can be in my office, I can look at it, but nobody cares about this coin. People need to know about it. People need to use it, and people need to understand what it is. And we need a network. So I was thinking about several, ways how to make this work. Where to find the people? And of course, first I went to my investment banking friends, and I said, oh, coin, what you say? They say, yes, we can spend 2 million on this coin, and then what do you do? And I said, oh, we store it. I said, okay, you store it, but you don't use it, so nobody knows about the coin. Not really exciting, not what I want. I cannot be top 3 in the world with some banker storing my coins. And I was talking to a lot of people, and then I met Sebastian. So, and then he said, have you considered network marketing? I said, I don't know exactly what this is, but doesn't sound very good to me. I read this thing on the web press, it's not good, is it? And he says, no, it is actually very, very good and amazing. You can reach out to so many people. And he explained to me the global opportunities and that it is people who could use this in their day-to-day life. And he said, actually, this is what I want. I want to create a currency which is not only used by 250,000 people. I want to create a currency that everybody knows, that everybody can use, and that is actually part of our life. And if I succeed in this, then I see myself as successful. It is not, he says he gets up to make money every morning. Yes, this is very nice. But for me, I'm successful not when I make money. I'm successful when everybody knows this coin outside, when everybody says, Bitcoin who? Oh, OneCoin I know. And when everybody here not only has the coin, but uses this coin, does something with it. I do not want you to have just a wallet with more virtual numbers, coins, vouchers, tokens, I don't know, whatever, virtual shares. I want this coin to be something that is tangible. So I want virtual currency to be part of our everyday life. And of course this cannot happen overnight. If I tell you, oh, this will happen tomorrow, it is not possible. We have several stages, and I hope everyone here is in with me for the long term. Now, I see this as an opportunity, or as an opportunity actually is wrong, because I see this as a lifetime commitment for myself. This project has several stages. Stage 1 started 6 weeks ago, and here we are. We started a soft pre-launch promoting the coin. The second stage that is coming soon is start to mine the coin. So we will mine the coin together. We will create the currency all together. So it's not me who is creating the currency, it will be you. We all start doing it, and as I said, supply and demand. The more we are, the more coins we'll create, until we reach our target of 2.1 billion. So we start mining, we will put this coin on our internal exchange, and we will trade with each other this coin. So we will test a bit, how does it work, what do we do with the coin, and just make it tangible for us. We will have all an e-wallet, which is encrypted, and where we see the coins. In the next step, we will go with OneCoin to some of the online merchants. Now this is very good. We can see, okay, some of the merchants is taking OneCoins. I don't know, we global network, so some of the merchants in China, if they take it, will not be so interesting for you. Some of the merchants in Europe will not be so interesting for you again. And this is something that many companies try and say, oh, let us create our own portal. Now, I'm sorry, I'm a very busy woman, and I do not want to create 10,000 online portals with goods that you don't need and you have to buy because you cannot do anything with your coins. This is not my plan. So the question for me was, how can I make this currency part of your everyday life without making it too difficult for you, for me, and for all of us? And maybe all of you saw this OnePay portal, OnePay, and this one card that we always have in the wallet. What we want to do is that one day, this will be not tomorrow, it will probably not be next year, it will be, in my opinion, in 18 to 24 months. What we want to do is, we want to link a plastic card, be it a Visa or a MasterCard, to these coins. So my vision is that everyone here takes his card in the morning, goes to the shop, buys whatever he or she wants, and pays with the OneCoins. So I do not care if this shop takes OneCoins. Why? Because I have my card, and my card allows me to spend the coins. Now, I know that you here maybe did not know 6 weeks ago about cryptocurrency, but you're all smart people. So you would ask me now, yes, but why did Bitcoin not do it? Why can OneCoin do something that Bitcoin did not do? Very good question. So, now, this is a very, very good question. Bitcoin was used by most people, and I told you nobody actually owns Bitcoin, nobody has a central strategy about Bitcoin. And what I find very, very unpleasant and bad, I think, is that even the person who created the coin does not step up and say, I created this, I did it. So why does he not step up and say, I did it? Is he ashamed? He should not be creating some company with so big market capitalization, please. There's something to be proud of. But this person is not going into the spotlight. So Bitcoin has been used mainly for speculation. Speculation means people buy, sell, buy, sell all the time. So they do not take the coin and say, oh, I believe this is an investment product, I want to keep it. No, they want to make fast money. Some investors have used it as a value storage. So it means they take it and they wait for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years until the value increases. This is all good, and this is also something that you can do with your OneCoin. But I hope, and I hope really you'll all understand, that the third thing, which is called utility, how do I use the coin, that you will understand that this is the one that makes us special. Because, as I say, everybody can have virtual numbers and buy and sell them on an exchange. But in the end of the day, if we want to create a future, if we want to change the world we live in, we have to make the virtual world part of our real world. Because it's very nice to see the numbers, but if I cannot use this currency in my day-to-day life, I do not care about this. I don't want to know about this. The future is with us. All of the successful companies in the past and where people made money and that changed the world, like for example, Apple, Google, Facebook, they're all in the internet, sure. They're all innovation. They all have a network of people, but they are very tangible for all of us. So they are also part of our day-to-day life. And I think this is the one thing that will make us successful. Now, why did Bitcoin actually not make it? And why could they not link their coin for a card or to make this more tangible for the people? Now, there are several reasons. The first reason is one Bitcoin is priced at around $1,000 last year. To date is $350. It's quite a lot of money for one coin, right? So this is why we decided to create a smaller, more amount of coins and to start at a lower level, the pricing. The coin can be split, of course, so we can say well, it has like not cents, but we have actually not decided how to call the mini coins, the mini OneCoins, but you can have up to 10,000 mini coins in one OneCoin. But the thing is the following, it has a very high entry level. It's too expensive for some people, they just do not want to buy it. Then the second thing why Bitcoin never made it is there's nobody thinking about the strategy and about the value of Bitcoin. There are 250 investors and everybody of course wants to make his coins valuable, but nobody who coordinates the whole thing and does a joint strategy, marketing and thinking about this. So there might be a project where 10 investors participate or 100, but not all of them. So this is difficult for them. And then the biggest problem in my opinion is when you saw the chart, the price is going up and down and up and down in a very, very volatile way. So today the coin might be 500 euro, tomorrow it's 300, then it's 700, and it's something that does not go like this, but it goes like up and up and up and down. So why is this the case? Because the coin is traded on many exchanges. So many people here it is a bit cheaper, there it's a bit more expensive, and so on. So this makes it very difficult for Bitcoin to have a steady development. All these things, in my opinion, OneCoin has thought about and handled. We have the one exchange where we all together will buy and sell coins. Now I received complaints from all of you and saying, oh, but I put a buy order on the exchange, why is it not executed? Why do I have to wait for 2 days? Why do I have to wait for 3 days? What's happening? Why? Now I tell you why. There's a thing which is called matching engine. As I say, it's demand and supply. Let's assume somebody wants to buy coins and he says, I am paying any price I want. Please, can somebody sell to me? And then on the other hand, we have only one person who wants to sell. He's very crazy and he says, oh, I'll sell a coin only for $1,000. So the deal will happen then at $1,000 because there's one crazy person and one person who wants to buy at all price and doesn't think that it might be very, very expensive. The more people on the market, the fairer the price. You know how it is. Like if I have many buyers and many sellers, the crazy people do not make a difference. Yeah? And the thing is, Bitcoin has unfortunately the issue that there are many, many points where you can do deals. So the price fluctuates a lot. Now we at the One Exchange, what I do is I collect all the orders from Asia, from Europe, from all the places, and I match, let's say, once a day. Later it will be much, much more often when we have more people participating, but we are now 4,500 members. So this is actually something very, very good and something that you can understand that this is actually real. I wait for sellers and buyers to come together. And the thing is, when you're sleeping, the Europeans are now awake and the other way around. So it would be somehow very, very difficult to come into deals if we have to do real-time transactions. This is actually currently not so good. The magic word for OneCoin, and this is again why I'm here and why I need the network, is called liquidity. Liquidity means that I have a market that is big enough that I can go and sell and I can go and buy at a fair price. And this happens only if we have enough people who are having coins, who know the coin, who are interested in this coin, and who want to be part of this. Otherwise, we again have a high, a low, a high, a low, and this is something that is not good for the coin. So if we have enough people, we can link this to a card and we can make transactions and make the coin actually very, very real. So I have received many questions also, but how do I know if the coin is real? There are other cryptocurrencies, there are tokens, I forgot all the names of these things that are outside. And they all say that they are a cryptocurrency. Now, I'll explain to all of you how to recognize what is a currency, what is a cryptocurrency, and how do I spot somebody who's lying to me. Now, as I said, every cryptocurrency has a crypto code, and normal currencies are mined by the users. So if somebody tells you, oh, but this coin already has been mined, it's there, then I would wonder why actually. What is the purpose of somebody to mine all the coins and then sell them? Doesn't make sense to me, because normally the value of the coin grows with the mining. The second thing that it is, you have to ask this person who tells you this is a cryptocurrency, how many coins will you create? And if they cannot tell you how many there are, then something is very wrong. Yeah? Because they'll print money and this is not a cryptocurrency. You have an e-wallet with your own crypto address, which is a very complicated and long code. And one magic word that I would like to explain to you now, it looks very technical, but it's not scary. It is something actually simple when we see it, the so-called blockchain. Now, real cryptocurrencies have a blockchain. The blockchain is something that I'll explain very, very simple. It is just like a diary of the coin. Every day, this coin, every 10 minutes, publishes what it has done. Yeah? So it says, oh, now 10,000 coins have been mined. Oh, now Ruja sent Sebastian 10 coins. Oh, now Sebastian sent back 5, because whatever. Yeah? So all coins that are mined and all transactions that happen are recorded here. It is nothing can get lost, nothing can happen outside this blockchain. It is just not possible. And this, every 10 minutes, a new blockchain is generated. It looks like ding, 10 minutes later, ding, and again. What was mined, which transactions happened. Bitcoin recorded every single transaction since its existence. Everything. And I have not seen something like this actually in other network companies. It is the first time I would say that somebody will, in real time, publish this blockchain. So this is very good for you. It gives you security. It shows you how many coins have been mined. It cannot be hidden. Nobody can create more coins. And no transaction can be actually hidden from the network. Now, it doesn't say Ruja sent to Sebastian. It just says code A sent to code B. But all transactions are inside. And we will publish this. Once we start mining the first block, this will continue going until the end of the world, actually, because it has to. And now I want to come back to the utility and how to use the coin. Because of this blockchain, actually, we can use the coin outside the network. This blockchain is something like Visa's and MasterCard's engine. Now, if you go and buy dinner in a restaurant, then you give your Visa card, and then this nice man comes with his machine and dials some numbers, and he waits for the approval of Visa card, right? The blockchain does the same. The online merchant says, oh, she wants to buy something with OneCoin. Let me get approval for the transaction. So he goes to the blockchain says yes, and then the transaction is approved. So this is like Visa, MasterCard, like an engine which gives trust in the coin. Without trust from the market in our coin, we cannot use it, we cannot ever leave the network and go to the outside world with this coin. And in one point of time we have to, because we have to be not only number 3, we will go to number 1, I'm very, very sure. So this is something very, very special about OneCoin. And whoever tells you they have a cryptocurrency, ask for their blockchain. If they don't have one, something is seriously wrong. Just saying. Now the mining. Before I knew cryptocurrency, I thought miners are people who go and just like underground do things, and it's a very tough job and so on. Now mining in cryptocurrency means just creation of new coins. In the beginning there's nothing. As Sebastian said, no coins currently exist. So we need to find these coins and to mine these coins. How does this work? Now, mining happens with very big machines, servers, and computers. So there's an algorithm that our coin has, and this algorithm has 2.1 billion solutions. So it means it's like a mathematical equation. A very simple algorithm to create 3 coins would be, how much is 5? If I do a spurs, it's 1 plus 4 is 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 0 is 5. So I give these 3 solutions to my algorithm. It says yes, yes, 6 plus 1, no, and so on, until I find the right solutions. For every correct solution, I receive 1 coin as a, reward. So the same happens here with our coin. We go and we start mining, so it means just we ask the computer, is this combination of letters and numbers the right answer? And he says, yes, no, no, no. He says, of course, more often no than yes. It's normal. Until we find 2.1 billion correct solutions. So the mining is nothing else but starting to find 2.1 billion correct combinations of letters and numbers. And then our computer gives us coins as a reward for the correct answer. So this is how mining, very simple set, works. So the thing, however, is it sounds very simple, but there's a problem there. The problem is, in the beginning, it is quite simple to find a solution. There are 2.1 billion possibilities, right? So I can find quite easy a coin. But the more and more coins we find, the more and more difficult it gets to find new solutions for this algorithm. And this is why also for Bitcoin it was quite cheap to mine the coin in the beginning, because it goes like this. It's very fast. I don't need a lot of computers to mine. I don't need a lot of electricity. It's fast. In the beginning, in 2010, one user could find 1 coin in 1 hour. So his computer was doing some calculations, and 1 hour later he found a coin. Now today, in 2014, it takes 25 days to find 1 coin. 25 days, his computer has to think, and of course it takes electricity, and a lot of cost, until it finds 1 coin. So it gets more and more difficult. So this is why the first people joining, the first people mining have a huge advantage. It's not expensive to mine the coin first. We find coins very, very simple, very easy. But in 1 year, in 2 years, in 3 years, it gets more and more difficult because it's just a natural mathematical problem. Interesting is that all people in the world who use Bitcoin, more than 50% of them also mine Bitcoin. So they see how valuable the mining is to create value, and a lot of them mine Bitcoin, and the others were investors. Yeah. So this is a very funny picture. This is how a computer might have looked like in 2009, and it was mining, as I said, 1 coin per hour. And now today we have to, people are saying mining becomes something only for professionals, for people with a lot of money. Currently it takes really substantial investments, more than $500,000 to create an efficient mining setup. They have huge air conditions, they do not let you there without security checks and so on, because technology is now so advanced. So currently it takes one average miner 450 days until he gets some return on investment if he mines himself. So a lot of things have changed in Bitcoin. In the beginning it was quite easy, and then it got very, very difficult. Now this is a complicated chart, which is very simple actually when it is explained. This here is the mining difficulty of the Bitcoin. Everybody can look this up on the internet and see that it's actually very, very simple. So here it started. In the beginning it was very, very easy to mine the coin, right? And here it grows, it takes more and more time, and here half of the coins are mined, and you see what kind of big increase this is in difficulty. Just because already a lot of combination of the algorithm have been found. So it takes more time, and this is expensive because the computer needs to calculate, and it takes a lot of electricity to do this. So again, why is this important for you? Because in the beginning, now we're starting mining the coin. Whoever joins here pays a lower price for the mining and for the coin than whoever joins here. Of course, also somebody here will make money, but you see that your opportunity here is so much higher. Now, difficulty and price always go hand in hand, because people pay for something that is more difficult to get, again, supply and demand more money than for something that is not. And this is one of the main reasons, actually, why the coin has value. Because you have to pay something for it to generate it. You invest real electricity, real hardware, real investment to get the coin. It does not come for free, it is not generated in the air. So this is why, actually, the cryptocurrency has value. And the higher the mining difficulty, the higher the coin price becomes. So let's say in 1 year we have a coin price of not 50 cents as we start, but of €2.50, then the difficulty is actually almost 5 times as high as today, which you see is not unreasonable. So how does mining work? When will mining start? What do we do? Now mining goes very, very simple. All of you have tokens in your packages, and I see many of you also buying new tokens with your bonus, with other new packages and so on. These tokens give you the license and the right to join a mining pool. A mining pool is a group of people, so the computer groups 5 people, 3 people, however of you, together, and you join the mining with the coin. After the mining, coins are created, and these coins are then distributed back to you. So the tokens make actually sure that only members of the network can mine the coin. This is why only a package gives you the right to mine the coin. Only if you have tokens, you can mine the coin. Later you might be able to buy the coin on the exchange, but you will not be able to join the mining without tokens. Now, we as a company have created 2 data centers with computers, servers. We're still working on it. We have not completely done. And these data centers actually will be the ones that really mine the coin. So this is a big room where you have some people, not too many, most of the work is computer-based, and where the coin is mined. After the mining is done, you know, the blockchain publishes pool 1 mined whatever coins. The coins then are distributed. So let's say if I have in a pool 10% of the shares in the pool, then I will receive 10% of the shares. Now how does this work? It means in one pool 10,000 coins overall can be mined. Yeah? So 50,000 tokens, because we will start at 5 tokens the mining. So if you want to spend only 500 tokens, so 50 tokens, then you go with a small percentage in the pool, and this is also what you will get. If they find 10,000 coins, then you will get whatever you have invested as your part. So it's a very, very fair thing to do, actually, because we give the infrastructure, and every member has the same rights and the same chance to mine the coin, and not the ones with the heavy and good computers have better chances and the others lower. Now we will start the mining most probably in January 2015. We would like to make also a big event out of it, push the button, and then start the whole thing. Until then, however, I hope the following will happen. You all know the tokens, and I see a lot of you buying tokens. The split barometer is going up and up and up, and I am almost 100% sure that actually a split will happen for all these tokens that you guys have. And before we start the mining, it will be possible to go with even more tokens that you already have into the mining process. So if you ask me what is the smartest thing to do, of course everybody has his own way and his own strategy and how he makes money. But what I would do is, I would buy a package, get as many tokens I can, split, and then buy the coin. Because the numbers and the money that you will make, of course you will make money from the bonuses, and I'm sure this is exciting and good, but the real profit will come from the coin. Just think about the guy with the $27. I will not promise you for $27 800,000 euro, because this is not something that I do. But I see it is perfectly reasonable that our coin is next year, 1 year after mining, somewhere between €2.50 or €5. And if you ask me, but how do you know, is it €2.50 or is it €5? I will say, unfortunately, this is up to you. Because the bigger the network, the higher the demand for the coin and the higher the price. I did a lot of research before deciding really to go into network marketing. And there are a lot of companies who fail after 1 year, 2 years or 3 years. They just fall down somehow and people cannot get their money out. And I was wondering why. What is the problem? Why do so many companies fail? And I think there's one big problem. Because you need to have a product in network marketing that increases its value with the network, where you're the value driver. And this is one product like this. Because the more popular it is, the more liquidity, the bigger the market, the more it goes into the value. The more expensive it gets, because more people want to have it. Now just imagine us having a network of 250,000 people. We already have 5,000 almost. Now if we have a network of 250,000 people, people start also speaking outside about OneCoin. In one point of time we have mined all the coins, and there are people waiting outside and want also to participate in this opportunity. Then we can open our exchange and say, you're very welcome. Our members might want to sell you coins, but you have to pay for this, because they also paid, because they also created this coin, because they were there from the beginning. And this is actually how this opportunity works out. Having a bit network, having an exchange that works, and creating value. Now, as I said, get in early. I think you all got in early. However, Harry, I don't know, you forgot to mention the 10% for tonight, just one night only. So what we said is, first of all, I'm so happy to be here, and we decided to run just for 48 hours this special promotion that we had. So whoever signs up today, or his sponsor will get again the 10% tokens, but this will be just like for 48 hours. Whoever pays you, Harry, afterwards, no exceptions anymore, please. So wait for the splits, have more tokens, and join the mining, and then you will see what this coin can actually do. Now on the exchange, I will not say a lot of words, because I think Sebastian did actually quite a good job today, this morning, in the training, explaining, buying and selling. I see you all use it quite extensively. This is very good. You also see that we do not force currently the mandatory accounts to buy the tokens, because I want you all to become a bit comfortable with the exchange. So for 2 more weeks, we probably will let you just try a bit out and see how it works. Good piece of advice, place more market orders than limit orders. Limit orders are normally for very sophisticated investors who have some kind of strategy how to trade. In the beginning, just get to know it and use it a bit. The split barometer is something very, very important. Order history, and so on. We are currently switching on more and more functionalities, making it more user-friendly for you. I think there will be a lot of new changes. Also, we're switching on a news section for this, and I hope you all will use this exchange and make a lot of money there. Again, check also the One Academy, because there's a lot of useful information about this. So now I would give back to you, Sebastian. So you tell us where you see this coin in 1 year.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ruja. I will just tell you something very quickly. The reason why I'm here is because I want to make a success out of this coin, just like you. So we all want to make money from this coin. That's why we're here. Now, what I normally do in a situation like this is that I have a whiteboard, but I don't have a whiteboard, so I'm just going to play with some numbers, okay? Now, this is how it's going to work, and this is not magic. The Tycoon package is the 5,000 euro package. This is the most sexy package. This is the one where we actually really can profit. Now, it does not mean you cannot start this business on a small package. Yes, you can. You can always enter. The barrier to entry into the cryptocurrency market is low because of OneCoin, this opportunity. However, the Tycoon package, I like this calculation very much. It comes with these so-called free tokens. And these tokens are in the package as a standard 60,000 tokens. Okay? So 60,000 tokens is what we get. Now, what we can do with these tokens are a few things. We can trade these tokens, recover some of the cost for the package. We can do that. We can keep the tokens and let them split or double. Because that's what happens in the internal exchange. Once the price has gone up, there'll be a split, a double. So we get double the amount of the tokens in the package. That means that between 8 to 12 weeks, we should expect a split of the token. Now, if I put 5,000 of my hard-worked money and bought a Tycoon package, after 8 to 12 weeks, that's double in value because of the split. Now, we don't know what the price is in the internal market at that time. Maybe the token is trading at already 20 cents. So I could already there take my 120,000 token and start selling and making quite a good profit. However, if I just did nothing, these 120,000 tokens would split one more time. The Tycoon package is very attractive because it splits up to 2 times. It's the only package that does that. So obviously, after some time, I realized I should have as many Tycoon packages as possible. Not because it's like expensive to invest in, but because it makes me a huge return. That's the whole thing. Now, one Tycoon package coming all the way to the coin through the mining process, it's not a tedious process. It's a very simple process. It's a step-by-step approach. However, in a basic mathematical calculation, 60,000 tokens becomes 240,000 tokens. We start mining the coin for 5 tokens per coin. Now, if we make sure that we mine all those tokens, or those coins through the tokens, we will come out with minimum 48,000 OneCoins. That's quite nice. 48,000 OneCoins. Now, once this coin gets introduced on this exchange, and the public comes in, this coin is trading at 50 euro cents. So if you took 48,000 coins and divided them by the price, you would actually see the value. So it's 24,000 euros at that introduction. So 5,000 euros became 24,000 euros very quickly. Now that's a quite interesting value proposition. Now, if you can all think about the coin going from 50 cents to maybe 1 euro, that would be 48,000 euro in value. If it went to 2 euro, 3 euro, 4 euro, we all know what happened with the Bitcoin. It took some time, about 4 years. 4 years to really explode. Now, can you imagine if we are 500,000 people globally? Because that's my ambition. I want to build a mining network of 500,000 people worldwide who can touch this coin to make some profit. Can you imagine how quick the price of this coin can go up because of the amount of people that we are? Now let's say it just did go to €1, which is just a little bit up. That's 48,000 euro. I do not know any good solid investment today where I take my 5,000 and within, let's say, 16 to 18 months it became 48,000 euro. I don't know any plausible investment program like that. So that's why cryptocurrency is a very, very, very attractive proposition. That's why you're here tonight. Even if you're not joined yet, you should be thinking, why have I not joined? I should really consider this opportunity. And of course, as Dr. Ruja said, and Mr. Harry has already arranged with the company a special promotion because we're here. So you do get 60,000 tokens in the Tycoon, but tonight you get 66,000 tokens. 66,000 tokens. Those extra 6,000 tokens are actually 600 euro, which is free. Just because of tonight. So, if there's anybody who's considering taking a step into the future, a step into their financial direction, there's a Visa and MasterCard machine over there. You take your card, you go and buy a package. You made a very good choice. So not only does the person tonight get more tokens, but the introducer, the person who introduced that person, we call it sponsor in this industry, they also get the same amount of tokens extra.
Wow.
And this promotion now is valid until Tuesday, is it? Yes? Okay, so all you have to do is to make your minds up today, talk to your person who introduced you, and make sure that the payment is made by Tuesday. Then you get these extra tokens, this extra value. It's a very, very good thing. So I'm really happy that you got the chance tonight to meet the owner and to see the vision and to understand that cryptocurrency is a very valid thing. It's a very real thing. So I just want to congratulate you all and really wish you all a very good evening, and thank you for coming here. I'm going to come back, of course, here many, many times. It's my second time here in a matter of, what, 3-4 weeks. I will be coming more and more to Beijing. So next time when we actually do an official, how to say, function, this room, we won't be in this room. This room is way too small. Already now we're over 150 people, which is amazing. Now when I come back here, I think we'll be around 500 people or more. So really get everybody to have the opportunity to listen to what you have to say. Because this opportunity is next to none. So really take a chance and think about it. But thank you very much everybody for coming. I enjoyed being here. Thank you Dr. Ruja for being here. Thank you Rex and thank you Harry for setting this up for us. It's been an amazing thing. As I said, if anybody wants to go and really commit to a package and commit to OneCoin in this industry called cryptocurrency, you've made a very good choice. You can do it tonight. Thank you very much everybody. See you soon.